Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Okay. So we cover functional and non-functional requirements. Any question up to here before I move? Any question? Any question up to here before I move to the next slide? Great. According to the IEEE, computer programs, procedures, and possibly associated documentation and data pertaining to the operation of a computer system, it's very complicated, so I will just skip it. Quality has several aspects, something good but not quantifiable, something luxury and classy, conformance to the requirement as we just discussed. Requirements are clearly stated and product must conform. Any deviation from the requirement is regarded as a defect. A good quality product contains fewer defects, fit to user expectations, meet user needs. A good quality product provides better user satisfaction. So most of the things we already covered. What you see of high quality, others don't see it like that. It depends on user requirements. For example, a university perfect registration system is not necessarily suitable to schools. Of course, it's for university, it is not suitable for the school. How to achieve quality? Shakir Ataullah. Saad Ghalib. Ahmed Adil. Abdullah Ali. Fasi Yusuf Mahmood. Majid Munawwar. Muhammad Mabrek. Muhammad Marai. Muhammad Yasin. Right attitude. Harun Muhammad. Okay, I ask my question another way. Set higher achievements, targets for better results. According to the professionals, the gurus. Okay, now it's open. Anyone can answer. Make a commitment testing, define user requirements clearly, organize quality circles. Very good. Making the right process to achieve it. Okay. Life culture, remote monitoring. Very good. Use of, if we talk about software, how to achieve quality software, because we are talking about quality assurance. Use of standard methodologies, or processes, techniques, and tools to develop high quality software. use of standard methodologies or processes, techniques, and tools. When we use standard methodologies, standard processes, standard techniques, standard tools, result will be of high quality. So input is standard processes, techniques, and tools. Output will be of high quality. If you don't apply standard processes, standard techniques, standard tools, result will be of low quality. That is by the professionals like Somerville, like Pressman, like Hoffer, the gurus of software engineering, that this is the software engineering definition, that if we apply standard methodologies, standard processes, standard techniques, standard tools, the output will be high quality software. Otherwise, if you don't apply standard methodologies, standard techniques, standard tools, result will be of low quality software. If you want high quality software, you have to apply standard processes, standard methodologies, standard techniques, standard tools. Let me touch and go before I go in detail. What is standard? How to define methodology? Or software process? Model. Ahmed Adil. Osama Ali. Usam Khizr. Fasi Yusuf. Majid Munawwar. Muhammad Ahmed. Sultan Saifuddin. Muhammad. How to define methodology? Okay, open. Anyone can answer. Methodology is the path to achieve a specific target. Anybody else? Any other student? Systematic approach. Very good. Standard procedures. Standard procedures in a company to analyze, design, and implement the software system. Standard procedures in a company to to analyze, design, and implement the software system. That is a methodology or process. Masalan, name of any methodology. Yes, generic. We are talking about software. Like every system, every nizam has a methodology. Like teaching, like school, like hospital. But we are talking about software. That standard methodologies, standard processes, or standard techniques, standard tools, if you use them, result will be high quality software. And we are talking about what is the methodology or software methodology or process. That is the standard procedures in a company to analyze, design, and implement the software system. Maslan, name of any methodology or software process. Abdul Latif. Abdullah Khalid. Abdullah Ali. Bandar Saad. Waterfall. Very good. Water, fall, spiral, rad, agile, prototyping, XP, Scrum, Lean. Yes. So these are all standard methodologies. If I go to America and I say my company is using Waterfall, everybody will understand. I go to Australia, UK, Germany, India, Pakistan, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, everybody knows what is Waterfall. So it's standard methodology. It was proposed in 1970. Waterfall is dead now. You made a comment. Okay. Everybody is agreed what Mr. Ahmed Adil commented. Everybody is agreed. So where Waterfall is used? Majid Muhammad Ahmed, Majid Munawwar, Saad Khalid, Raid Abdullah, Ahmed Adil, Sultan Saifuddin, Harun Muhammad, anybody? Yeah, Mr. Bandar Saad. Waterfall is used for the projects which is similar to previously completed project. When requirements are clearly defined and it is also used for research projects. or research projects, the projects which are similar to previously completed projects. When you need cost optimization, you use waterfall. When you need speed optimization, then you use agile, any of the agile methodology. If you have cost optimization, then use waterfall. If you want speed optimization, you use agile. Okay, that's, you just made a comment, so I thought to discuss that to address your comment that it's not obsolete, it is still in use. I was in contact with software companies, and you are right, agile is most widely practiced methodology right now all over the world. But waterfall is not obsolete, it is still in use in 2021. So that's very clear, it's not dead, it is in use. Okay, now I move that methodology is the use of standard procedures to analyze, design, and implement the software system. What is analysis? Analysis. You already covered analysis. We have system analysis. But what is generically analysis? Bandar Saad. Usama Ali. Ahmed Adil. Ahmed Sadiq. Abdul Latif Garmullah. Abdullah Khalid. Fasi Yusuf. Detailed examination of system. Muhammad Mubarak. Muhammad Mari. Sultan Saifuddin. Harun Muhammad. Muhammad Yasin. Okay, open. Anyone can answer. Diagnosing the system to have more results or clear data. Very good. Detailed examination of any complex in order to understand its nature or to determine its essential features. Study the output and the data to enhance the performance and take a strategic decision. The process of defining user expectation. Very good. Most of you are correct. Most of you are correct. Analysis. When we compare something, identify the difference in terms of some criteria. That is the generic. It's like I have two sections of 606, male and female. So which section is better than the other in terms of knowledge, in terms of analytical skill, in terms of designing skill, in terms of presentation skill, in terms of interaction, in terms of grades? So there are different criteria I can set and I can compare them. That's the analysis. When we talk about system analysis, a comparison of current system, instead of writing here, a comparison of the current system with the new system, current or existing system, with the new or proposed system, to identify the detailed requirements a comparison of current, what the customer is using, existing system, that could be manual system, doesn't matter. A comparison of the current system or existing system with the new or proposed system. Why we compare them? To identify the detailed requirements. That is our objective, that after analysis, your requirements should be very clearly defined. That is the job of system analyst, which is the highest position in our field. We started our career as a junior programmer or junior software engineer or junior developer. Different companies have different designations. After 2 to 3 years, you become senior software engineer or senior developer or senior programmer. Then 2 to 3 years, you become team lead. You have your own team with 2 or 3 junior software engineers, 2 or 3 senior software engineers. Then 2 to 3 years, you become junior architect. Then 2 to 3 years, you become senior architect. Or you move to testing, junior quality assurance engineer or senior quality assurance engineer. If you move to architect side, junior architect, senior architect, then junior project manager, then senior project manager, then junior system analyst, and then senior system analyst. So meanwhile, you have 15 plus years of experience. And that is the job of system analyst. To do analysis, to identify detailed requirements. And he is the most responsible guy for the success or failure of the project. And his salary is 120K to 150K in dollar per month. 120,000. No, it's not necessary, because he's working in same domain, same area for 15 plus years. He's working in the same domain, same area from last 15 to 18 years. It's not necessary he has business background. But as a career, when you completed your degree, You joined as a junior software engineer, junior developer, junior programmer. And then there is a stages. There are grades. So that is the job of system analyst, and that is the analysis. Then you have design. What is design? System design. Akir Atawla, Usama Ali, Majid Munawwar, Muhammad, Muhammad Yasin. Okay, open. Anyone can answer. Very good. Generating, very good. Generating alternative, it's architecture, very good. Very good. Generating alternative solutions of the problem and selection of the best one. This is general understanding of design. What is the design? We also call it intelligent phase. Intelligent phase. We have position architect, as I just explained, junior architect, senior architect. Like architectural engineering, we also have system architect, junior system architect, senior system architect. He already has experience of 8+ years of experience in the industry. He has previous knowledge, previous designs. So he will select 3 or 4 previous solutions and put in front of the present in front of the team, and then team will decide which is the most suitable solution in terms of architecture, modules, components for the new project, new system. Like simple example, when I ask you question, you based on your previous knowledge, you try to answer, and you answer which you think which is the best answer. Like Khalid bin Walid Road is very popular for hardware, for computer, laptops, CD drive, keyboard, microphone, mobile phone. If we are having a lecture in FCIT King Abdulaziz University Suleimania campus, and I ask you to go to Khalid bin Walid Road and bring hardware like keyboard, mouse, or DVD drive, and come within 1 to 2 hours. Now you know you are resident of Jeddah. You are not stranger. You are not tourist. You know we can go by Tahliya, you can go by Palestine, you can go by Medina Road, or you can take some shortcut by your experience. So based on your experience that office time, Tahliya is very busy or Palestine is very crowded. If it is not office time, school time, then Palestine is the shortest to reach Khalid bin Walid Road. If you think it is office time, then you take Tahliya and may take some shortcut to reach Khalid Road and park your car close to Khalid bin Walid Road. And by walking, you go to the shop, purchase the hardware, and come back within 1 to 2 hours. It's customized solution. It's not straightforward GPS solution. By your experience, you know this. So that is the system architect job. At the design level, he will show the previous architectures, previous solutions. Yes. Analysis job is to have clear-cut problem of the customer. What problems of the customer? And design means what is the solution of those problems? By having interfaces, by having database, front-end architecture, back-end architecture, all. That is at the design level. So we have previous solutions. Software company has previous projects. Architect will select 3 or 4 solutions and will present to the team that based on my knowledge, my experience, these are the suitable solutions. And then team will select which is the most suitable one, most optimal solution for this project, new system. And that is the system design. Is it clear? Okay. Then implementation means implementation. The third part of methodology is implementation. Implementation is generic word, means coding, testing, maintenance, deployment, training, security, that is all under the implementation, coding, testing, maintenance, deployment, training, security. Before I move, just to have difference between testing and maintenance. What is the difference between testing and maintenance? Salib. Shakir Ataullah. Abdullah Khalid. Abdullah Ali. Sultan Saifuddin. Usam Khizr. Muhammad. Yes. What is the difference between testing and maintenance? Testing is a process to identify maximum number of bugs. Testing is a process to identify maximum number of bugs. Whereas maintenance is a process to fix the bugs. And update or upgrade the system. So testing process is used to identify maximum number of bugs. So that is the job of software quality assurance engineer, to identify maximum number of bugs. If we fail to identify bugs, customer will identify, and then project manager or boss will kill you. Kruja Nihaya. Yes. Testing before maintenance. First we do testing and then we do the maintenance. Yes. And maintenance we do to fix them and update or upgrade them. Upgrade the system. That is the job of maintenance. Some people have misconception that we do maintenance after deployment to the customer. No. Maintenance we do during even coding. We do coding, we test, we maintain. So it's linked with each other. Code, test, maintain. Code, test, maintain. You write one line of code, you run it, write one function, test it, and then if there is a bug, fix it, then you write the next. So it's a continuous process throughout the life of software. We have preventive maintenance, and we do preventive maintenance at what stage? Usama Ali. Raid Abdullah. Fasi Yusuf. What is preventive maintenance? As Badr Saad, you asked this question. Can you define preventive maintenance to make it easy for the rest of the students? What is preventive maintenance? Muhammad Yasin. Preventive maintenance we do after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. We do preventive maintenance to improve the quality of software. Improve the quality of software. Because after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you have done corrective maintenance, update, upgrade, perfective maintenance. Its size enormously grows. Its size increased. How we estimate the size of software? Sultan, what is the unit of measurement for size? Usama. Yes, for size. How we estimate the size of software? Shakir Ataullah. Abdul Latif Garmullah. Muhammad Ahmed. Muhammad Yasin. Open. Anyone can answer. Very good. Number of lines of code, line of code, number of functions, number of lines, number of functions, number of objects, in Agile, number of story points, number of use cases. So there are different ways to estimate the size of software. So size of software, not the storage, it's for hardware. We never say this software size is 80 KB or 80 MB or 40 MB or 10 MB or GB. We say in number of lines, number of functions, number of objects, number of story points, number of sprints, we may say, but normally we use the term number of story points in order to display the size. Which is the largest software made in the history of software engineering? Largest software made in the history of software engineering. Anybody? Open. Anyone can. SAP, okay. Anyone else? Anybody else? Oracle, ERP. Largest software made in the history of engineering is MS Vista. Its size was 70 to 80 million lines. Vista size was 70 to 80 million lines. And when size increased, what is the effect on software? Cause and effect relation. Cause and effect. Performance affected. What is directly linked? Anybody else? Very good. Size is directly linked, is directly proportional. Directly proportional to complexity of the software. Yes. Complexity of software. When size increased, complexity increased. And it is difficult to code, difficult to update, difficult to test, difficult to maintain. Like the case of Vista. Normally, we do preventive maintenance after software has been used for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Because of perfective maintenance, update, upgrade, its size increased. And then it becomes slow. Symptoms like aged person, 60 years, 70 years guy, his immune system becomes weak. He is not as energetic as in the age of young age. He is not very efficient. More diseases, more medicines. Same is the case of software. When you keep on adding new functionalities to make it complete, its size grows and it becomes heavy. And there is a rule: if you fix one bug, 10 will come. If you fix 10 bugs, 100 will come. There is a chain reaction. Chain reaction. So in the Vista, there are so many bugs. It was not stable. Microsoft cannot test it properly. No. Preventive maintenance is different than the corrective maintenance. In the corrective maintenance, you fix the bugs. Like there is a syntax error. You miss, like in Java, you miss semicolon at the end of statement. Syntax error will come. You go to that line, you fix that error. Logical error, you want to have 2 plus 3 equal 5, but mistakenly you put multiply sign and answer is coming 6. So you go to that statement and you change the arithmetic operator from multiply to plus and you have answer 5. So you fix the logical error. That is the corrective maintenance. Preventive maintenance, the size grows and it's difficult to code, difficult to test, difficult to maintain. It becomes slow, less efficient, and more maintenance. Cost is increased and customer is suffering from loss of business. His customers are complaining. So company is suffering because the company has customers. So customers are not satisfied because of crashing or it becomes slow. You need to perform preventive maintenance. How we perform preventive maintenance? Usam Khizar, Shakir Ataullah, Sultan Saifuddin, Ahmed Adil, Ahmed Siddiq, Muhammad Mabrek, Muhammad Marai. Open. Anyone can answer. We perform preventive maintenance how? By decreasing or reducing the size of software. Size of software. Like a fat guy, it is difficult for him. Yes, decreasing the size of software. Like a fat guy, it is difficult for him to even to pray. If you have seen any guy while praying, it is difficult for him to go for sajda. It is difficult for him to go for qiyam. If you go for sajda, difficult to stand up and difficult to sit down and to have sajda. Very difficult. For him, difficult to run. And he will be very tired. He will be very slow. If he reduced his weight, he will become efficient, smart. Same is the software. When size is heavy, it takes more time to load and more bugs, more slow. Then you perform preventive maintenance by decreasing the size of software. Like Microsoft removed 20 to 30 million lines. 20 to 30 million lines from Vista, and it becomes very stable, much successful in Windows 7. Then Microsoft introduced Windows 7, and Windows 7 was very successful as compared to Vista, because now Microsoft is able to remove extra features, extra functions, and better testing, better maintenance. So it was successful, very stable than the Vista. So when you try to add more functionalities, more features, the result will be failed software. So you don't try to add too many functionalities. Try to add minimum features. That is not quality, that you try to add more functionality. We have a concept MMF. MMF. Minimum marketable features. Don't try to add extra features, extra functionalities, like the case of Vista. Another example is Symbian, operating system used by Nokia. When smartphones were in the market, entering in the market, Nokia was the leader at that time. And then Nokia tried to add more features in the Symbian operating system, Symbian OS. And result was failure. And meanwhile, Samsung captured the market. Now, after Apple iPhone, Samsung is the second largest seller, the captured the number 2 company in the world after the Apple company. Third example, Netscape communicator. Netscape communicator was a successful browser in early 2000. And then Netscape tried to add more features, more functions, and it failed. And Internet Explorer and the Google Chrome captured the market. Mozilla Firefox, Opera, and there is no more Netscape. It's finished from the market, closed. Company is closed. So preventive maintenance is not, testing is totally different. You remove extra functions, like you have if-else structure. So you remove extra if-else, try to use loop structure, and only one if-else structure, or input instructions, only one input, take a loop, assign it to another variable, and take the second input. No need of enter first input, enter second input, enter third input. Use efficient algorithms. For example, Google is the most widely used search engine in the world, and it is using web semantic technology. Web semantic technology, in which we use a language, it's called OL, ontology web language. You have ontologies. You have like library. You have like dictionary, character A, character B, character C to Z, A, then AA, AB, AC. So there are ontologies. So whenever you search something, it goes to character A, then AA, then AB, AC, and so on, and its response time is in millisecond. What is 1 millisecond? Ahmed Adil, Shakir, Majid Munawwar, 1 millisecond. Harun Muhammad, 1/1000 of a second, 10 raised power minus 3 of a second. Between 1 millisecond to 1 second is the response time of Google. You perform preventive maintenance to improve the quality of software. Testing is totally different. You remove the size, and then you test. You update, you do the test. So that's the totally different concept. That's the difference between testing and maintenance. Is it clear? Is it clear? So I finished the methodology part. Now I move to techniques. Standard techniques. What is technique? Before we define what is a technique, how to define technique? Abdul Latif Garamullah. Saad Ghalib. Sultan Saifuddin. Majid Munawwar. Muhammad Murray. Fasi Yusuf. Usam Khizr. Okay. Anybody open? Anyone can answer. It's a way to accomplish thing. Technique is a method to complete a specific phase of SDLC. Yes, technique is a method or procedure to complete a specific phase of SDLC, system development life cycle or software development life cycle. Which one is the correct one? Bandar Saad. Ahmed Adil. Ahmed Sadiq. Muhammad Mubrak. Muhammad Murray. Is it software development life cycle or system development life cycle? Okay, open. Anyone can answer. Muhammad Yasin said system development life cycle. Muhammad Murray said software development life cycle. Okay. What about the rest? Why it is not software development life cycle? Okay, it's a software development life cycle. So we have how many members in one group for the software? 1, 2, 3. So 3 members are software development. Software, 4 software. Okay. Only 2 people are with the system, software. It is system development life cycle. No, it is not software development life cycle. Why not software development life cycle? Why not software development life cycle? Very good, Muhammad Yasin. System contains the software development life cycle. So he answered before I asked him, why not software development life cycle? Because software is one of the components of information system. Information system has how many components? Usam Khizr. Okay, in 20 minutes. So it's still, we have 17 minutes. If you want to leave, you can leave because lecture will be recorded. Let me finish up to 12 because I need to finish my course as well. You can let me complete the lecture up to 12 because in Jeddah we have pray around 12:30, 12:40. So I have time. Information system has how many components? We have information system department. Information system has components. How many components are there in the information system? Components are there in the information system. Bandar Saad, Raid Abdullah, Saad Ghalib, Sultan, Harun, Muhammad Ahmed. 5. Very good. Can you name them, Mr. Sultan? Name. Okay, anyone can answer. Hardware, software, data, people, and procedures. There are 5 components of information system. These 5 components work together to process information. To run a company is called information system. So software is one of the components of information system. We can replace old software with new software, old hardware with new hardware. Data is changing, people are changing, procedures are changing. So we don't call it software development life cycle, we call it system development life cycle. So technique is a method to complete specific phase of SDLC. So we have system development life cycle. We will not find standard methodologies in any company in the world. We'll find customized methodologies. So SDLC is the traditional procedure. Is the traditional procedure. Traditional procedure to develop, maintain, and replace the software system. You will find customized methodologies. You will not find standard methodology in any company in the world. No company is using standard methodology, waterfall, spiral, RAD, agile. You will find customized methodologies. Yes, system development life cycle. You will find customized system development life cycle, customized methodologies. We call it system development life cycle. Like Microsoft is the largest software company in the world. Anybody knows what methodology Microsoft is using? Bandar Saad. Saad Ghalib. Abdul Latif Garmullah. Muhammad Murray. Ijai. Harun Muhammad. Okay, open. Anyone can answer. What methodology Microsoft is using? Its name is MSF. Microsoft Solution Framework. It's a combination of waterfall, spiral, RAD, rational unified, prototype, XP, Scrum. It's a hybrid methodology. It's a hybrid methodology, customized methodology, tailored methodology. It becomes their customized. So SDLC, it becomes the tradition. Like every country has its tradition, every country has its customs. Like Saudi Arabia, customs are different, India different, Pakistan different, America different, Germany different, UK different, Australia different. So country to country customs are different for their marriage, for their birthday, for their celebrations, ceremonies, different. So same, every company has different methodology. How they practice, how they implement the methodology, it is become their SDLC. Because system is always there. You help the system, you maintain the system, you replace the system, but system is there. Like we were using Otis in 2011 when I joined King Abdulaziz University, and 2014-15 we switched to Otis Plus. So system is there, registration system is still there, name could be different, software could be different, hardware could be different, people could be different, but system is always there. So SDLC is the traditional procedures in the company to develop, maintain and replace the software system. So Microsoft MSF, how you implement the methodology is called SDLC. Like Microsoft has so many products. Windows, Visual Studio.NET, Game Studio, Office, Xbox, SQL Server, Microsoft Project. There are so many products. For each product, MSF has different version, different team. For Windows, MSF different version. For Visual Studio.NET different. Office different. Microsoft SQL Server different. Project different. Game Studio different. Xbox different. Power BI, Business Intelligence different. Microsoft Dynamics different. So MSF has different implementations, but system development life cycle is the how you practice, and it becomes their tradition from project to project. You keep on customizing that. So that's the concept for planning techniques. Planning phase, we have technique. Analysis phase, we have technique. Design phase, we have technique. Coding technique, testing technique, maintenance technique, deployment techniques. Like planning, anybody knows what technique we use? Planning phase techniques. We have cost estimation techniques. We have schedule estimation techniques. Like line of code technique. Yes. We have function point technique. We have COCOMO 1 and 2. Constructive cost model 1, constructive cost model 2. Agile, story point technique, schedule displaying technique. We have Gantt chart, we have PERT chart. And then analysis phase techniques like requirement gathering techniques, requirement modeling techniques, interview, questionnaire, data flow diagrams, UML. Then you have design techniques like graphical user interface technique, command line interface technique to design your interfaces, hierarchical chart, algorithm designing techniques, coding techniques, testing techniques, maintenance techniques, deployment techniques, and then you have tools. So any question regarding the techniques? Function point technique is used to estimate the cost of software time. No, it's a project cost and number of functions and effort. We use function point to calculate cost, number of functions, and effort. That is cost estimation technique used during the planning phase. And then, okay, before I move, any question regarding the techniques? So for each phase, you have different techniques. Then third layer, we have tools to achieve high quality. We have case tools. We call them case tools. Anybody knows what is case? Open. Case. Computer. Yes, computer aided software engineering tools. So we have uppercase, lowercase, cross life cycle. Upper, lower, cross. Uppercase tools we use up to which phase of SDLC? Sultan Saifuddin, Abdul Latif, Muhammad Ahmad, Muhammad Yasin. Open, anyone. Which phase of SDLC we use uppercase? Up to design phase. For example, Masalan, name of any uppercase, MS Visio or E. Arvin. No, there are uppercase, there are lowercase. Lowercase tools we use during the implementation, like coding tools, like testing tools. There are cross life cycle which we use throughout the SDLC, like documentation tool Office, Rational Rows, Star UML, Microsoft Project. These are tools we use throughout the SDLC. So we use standard methodologies, standard techniques, standard tools, and result will be high quality software. That is end of the session up to here. Any question? Any question from the first session and the second session? Okay, thank you very much. Our next session will be 1:30, inshallah. 1:30 p.m. we will join, inshallah. Thank you very much. Jazakallah.